Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and I am still down here working on this storage room. So I'll just pan the... So when you walk into the storage room, you can see you can walk in. I've moved the shelves around. I actually moved everything out. I didn't do the white shelf here. I just decided this bottom shelf is dictionaries and encyclopedias, and I just didn't want to pull them out. I didn't have anywhere for them. So this chunk of my carpet was not vacuumed, but everything else in this room was all taken out, and I vacuumed it really good. And I put these three yellow shelves back along this wall, and I left this one here, and then I put all the rolling carts all along this wall. And then over here I have the gray shelving unit. It's just sitting here. I do have a couple things sitting on it just so they're not in my way and I'm tripping over them. But this shelving unit I will be taking out of here later today or maybe tomorrow. But just so you can see, so what I'm doing is just, these bins are already organized, what's in them, and they're labeled. So I decided these can go back on this shelf, or back on these shelves. So I'm separating stuff. So that's my craft project stuff, like my craft supplies. And then over here is the day home supplies. So when I go to, next time when I'm going through to see what do I have, what don't I need, what can I get rid of, I can walk in here and everything is now organized. I'm not going to have anything on this floor. These bins, I'm, sorting out little things. Some of these bins kind of tipped over when I was moving them. And I'll be putting these bins back on these shelves. And then I will come out of this room. Ow, I just tripped over a bin. So you can see how much progress I have made. So I still have this. It looks like a big pile, but it's actually just Rubbermaid totes, and then some loose things were just thrown over top of them, like the tablecloths, and there's some other, I don't know, like material and stuff. I just threw them there. And then these are just some bins that I have to go through. This looks really bad, but there's actually one of those extra saucers sitting there, and I just have a few loose papers sitting on top of it, so it just kind of looks like it's extra stuff, but it's not. It's really just the big extra saucer sitting there and stuff on top of them. I said, this is my florals. This bin is ready for donations. This box is all ready for donation. So I've already been going through a lot of this stuff. So as I come over here, I had all this stuff piled up here. It's all cleared out. Oops. This is a dresser or I guess a bookshelf that was in the other room. I'm actually going to bring it out and use it out here now to hold the toys on. Most of these bins that are over here are my day home toys. I was just moving them out of my way so I could just, I took those white shelving units back upstairs to the craft room. So those are the bins that were sitting on there. So now I'm going to put them back on this shelf because this is where they used to be. And then, like I said, this is just day home toys that I just had to move out of my way. So it does add to the clutter to make it look like, oh, I've got so much stuff to go through, but it's not really that much stuff. So again, I said it looks like it, but this box here is, under the wires is Christmas decorations. So now I know exactly what's in that bin. These are all these binders and games, so they're just piled up. The binder's kind of tipped over, but it's just games and puzzles. This is just a box of loose papers that I'll be dealing with. That's just another stack of binders. This is craft stuff that I have made. So I've got my Christmas trees that I made. I got different gnomes that I have made. Then there's a few other Christmas decor pieces in there, so I know what's in that box. So it would be easy to put away. These containers here, they're full of day home toys, like outside toys. So these ones here, because they are outside toys, as soon as I'm able to get outside to the playhouse, these two of these bins will be going to the playhouse. This bottom here is just full of duotangs, which I don't need, so I will be actually donating that whole stack of duotangs. I no longer need them. I will, however, keep these file folders because I love these for organizing my day home craft projects. But like I said, so these will be donated. These I can put in one of my paper, what are they, those paper file folder things. And then I said, then this bin is outside day home toys, like brand new ones. These are also brand new outside day home toys, so they'll be going outside. And same with this container. These will be getting rid of out of this container. This container will also be going outside to the day home, or outside to the playhouse for day home outside toys. These work best because then I can keep the toys outside organized, but I can also bring them in the house if needed. Because I don't, some of this stuff I don't like to store outside in the winter. Like these are brand new things. These are fun. You know, that's for the sandbox. Paddles. A magnifying glass, skipping ropes, you know, like your bases for playing, you know, like I do kicks, not really baseball, I kind of do that kickball thing, little mini golf balls, you know, so those are outside toys. And I got these are fun little bowling sets, they're fun outside. Blow up big soccer ball, bean bags. Sophia the First Disney Princess crown. Actually, I know somebody who I can give that to for a birthday present. Oh, look at that. Didn't even know I had that. Now I've got a birthday present for a little girl I know. Okay, so, like I said, it's amazing what you find. So, I'm just going to keep working on it. And then this here looks really bad, cluttered. Behind here is this red and blue table. It's actually a sand water table. The sand is in there. And then all these bags that are piled up here are actually empty. They're just kind of stacked funny. So they're just empty reusable bags that I have, or gift wrap bags. There's not much behind here. Oh, I have a chair, see? And I got some, my mop bucket. So I said, it looks like it's a big area to go through, but actually all I have to do is just take all these bags, fold them down, and put them into a single bag. This Christmas bag here is I'm using at the moment for cardboard recycling, so I can get rid of that. And I got a couple magazine racks, which I will probably be donating because I've never used them. So, and then this table here, it's just got a few Christmas and Thanksgiving dishes on, so it's be easy to, you know, put them away as I pack away the seasonal stuff. Then over here I've got my cookbooks, what is that? Exercising books and some crafting books, and then wrapping paper, and then puzzles and games. And then this bin here is full of, what's up, puppy? Oh no. Yeah, this is just full of paper. So I don't know what kind of paper is in here. I see giant coloring books and just some of my day home stuff. Oh, there's my calendar pieces. I was looking for these. I couldn't find them for the last 4 months. I couldn't remember where I put them. Now I can actually get my calendar for down here set up. So that's good to know that's where they got put. So I knew I set them somewhere where I normally put them, but this is not where they normally go. So I must have, last time I was clearing stuff out, I must have just slipped them in here. So now I can get my calendars set up down here. Okay, so then this bin will just go back in on one of the shelves because I'm not touching it. And this pile here is just a pile of just odd assortment of stuff that just have to get, you know, if they're loose items, they just have to go back into a bag or a box on the shelf where they go. Same with this. This is just another pile of a few odd things that I've got to go through. And so that's what I'm working on right now. Just going through some of these smaller piles that I've got here. Just putting stuff away. But it's these bigger bins are the ones that I will be really working hard to get rid of. Like I said, I've already got like 5 boxes filled and ready to go. It's really funny. So I'm doing all this stuff, and I started pulling this stuff out Thursday night, a little bit more Friday night, and I knew I wanted to get rid of stuff, and I was packing up a few of these boxes, getting them ready to donate. I said, oh, Saturday. I told my daughter, so Saturday we'll load up the car, we'll go to Valley Village, we'll donate these boxes, because I really wanted to get this done. And then later Friday afternoon, supper time-ish, somebody called. It was actually from the Diabetic Association, wanting to know if I had, their truck is going to be in the neighborhood soon, wanted to know if I had any stuff for donations. I said, oh yes, I do. So I got the truck coming in a week. So I decided I don't need to load my car up to take to Value Village. I'm just going to get these containers ready to go for next week, the 27th or 31st. I'm 27th or 31st. And I got so many different dates and so many different things happening. So it's one of those 2 dates that are coming. So then I can just get all this stuff ready, get all these things upstairs in the garage, and then that morning, before 8 in the morning, I can just set them out there on my driveway. The truck will come pick it up, and this stuff will all be gone in a week. That is my plan, is just to get this stuff here. Oops. Most of this stuff here, a lot of these containers were things I had gone through last year when I did my house, and I said they were going. But I didn't want to get rid of my good Rubbermaid containers, so I was looking for cardboard boxes. So I've got a couple containers that are broken, that have been taped together, and I'm like, those I can use to get rid of this stuff. So that is what I'm doing. So I've got a date. I have to have this done by that date. The truck is going to be here. They're going to take this stuff. This stuff is going to be gone. And then I can deal with that room under the stairs thing. I haven't dealt with this. I have not pulled this stuff out in probably 5 years. So I can say whatever is in here, most of the stuff that's in here, like I know there's boxes of personal papers for me and my husband, so those I don't have to touch. Any like tax stuff, you know, personal items, things like that, I don't have to do. But anything in the front part here that was just my kids' stuff, I will take it out. My kids can go through their own toys that they had thought were important to them that they want to save. So that will be nice to be able to get to that next month. So that is my plan for next month, is to deal with this closet, which I don't know if I can even open it, and I can barely open it. It's because this stuff is in the way. But it is so filled with stuff. So it'll be good to be able to get that cleared out. So that is next month's project. So I will be back in a little bit with progress as to how I'm going through this stuff and how much I'm getting rid of and how neat and organized. I'm really determined to get this stuff cleared out and gone. So I'll be back shortly. All right, so I've been down here for about 4 hours, so I'm just gonna let you see what I have done. As you can see, this big pile and this main part I haven't touched. I did take all the bedding, or most of the bedding. I did find another blanket there I gotta take up, but I took most of the bedding upstairs so I can sort through the bedding upstairs. But then over here, I just took all the big day home pieces and the toys and I just put them all on the one side, just because I was with the table sitting here and all these bigger activity things for the kids. It was just making me look like, or making me feel like I had so much stuff to go through. Can't even speak. And then there's that little shelving unit. So I will be putting all these baskets back on the shelves. Those other shelves, I'll be clearing them off and just rearranging. There's stuff that's there that I don't need out anymore. So what I have left to go through, I've got, like I said, I can now walk down here and I can see. So I just have this one bin to go through. I'm not quite sure what will be in that bin, so that's my bin I'll be dumping out fairly soon. I just have these few odd little pieces here and there to pick up and put away. And like I said, this pile here is just books, so it's got to go back. Books have to go back upstairs on the bookshelf upstairs where they were supposed to be. I got this little box to go through, that little box to go through. Those are just some games and puzzles that have to go back on the shelf. And here I said that's just the extra saucer with an empty box and some pillows and stuff. And that one box is empty. Like I said, I know it's already in that box, so that just has to get, you know, that stuff just has to get put away. Back here at the back door, I found all the school supplies that I am going to be donating. So all the packs of paper that have not been opened, I'll be donating. There's the bag of all those file folders. I did go through them. Anything that had my kids' names on it or their schoolwork in it, I took out. And then there's the 2 stacks of binders, which I'm not ready to get rid of the binders right now. My youngest still has 2 more years of high school, and there's only about 6 or so binders right in this stack right here. It's about 6 or 7 binders. So I'm going to give her a chance to go through and decide if she likes those binders or not. And then these binders here have all this extra loose leaf paper in them, and I will be, again, donating those to anybody who needs the paper. And then I just have some Christmas and Halloween stuff, just set it over in this corner so it was out of my way. Same with this. Up here is just some glass, the I guess that's the Christmas and Thanksgiving, and some other glass pieces that I just don't want on the floor. I'm just going to walk back through here. Like I said, this is the area I haven't touched at all, except I moved the bedding. I did have to put a few things on top, but these are some garbage recycling cardboard stuff that I just set there just so I could walk by here. So I said there's about 10 Rubbermaid bins under this grouping here. I think it was about 10 is what I kind of counted that I'd have to go through. And then right here again, I've got the big extra saucer, and there's just papers, and it's like personal papers that are just sitting there. And I've got one bin under there to go through. This is actually empty. It's just got, again, some personal papers in it. That just has a few odd little things. So, I mean, it's not even anything to really deal with. That's just another stack of books. You can see, or is it dishes? It might be dishes because that's the wall clock. So that's just dishes under there. Now that's my gardening stuff. So yeah, that'd be dishes. That wooden box, or the cardboard box is just Christmas decor. So that is fine. These other tubs that are here, I mean, it looks like a big corner full of stuff, but those tubs in this corner are actually just, four boxes of different types of the Lego bricks, and then I've got one container that's Hot Wheel tracks. And then again, back there is just more bins, and it's just the larger day home things. And then I was just throwing stuffed animals up here as I was finding them because my puppy's trying to eat them. So now I'm just going to walk through here. So again, I didn't even touch this corner. I know what's in this corner, mostly just the empty Rubbermaid lids and Christmas. So that box is Christmas. The other bag here is Christmas. And I think there's another bin. I think it's Halloween. It could be Christmas, but I'm pretty sure it was the Halloween bin. And then I did get this stuff that was here moved out. And then these are the pile of papers and artwork that belong to my kids, so I just stuck them here. And then I have these big foam chairs for the kids. I've got 7 of them, so I just throw them in here to get out of my way. Otherwise, everything else that was in this room is just my Christmas and Halloween and fall decor. Just had it sitting here, so it was out of my way for the moment. And then I'm just going to come back in here, and as you can see, I've got everything back that I need on these shelves. So whatever is in this room is all that I'm putting in here. And when I go through these bins, if it is seasonal decor, I'll be grouping them all together, going through, decide if I'm keeping, getting rid of. And then all this stuff here, I said most of this stuff I know is just going to be getting donated. So that's taken me 4 hours to get to this point. So I'm not even, right now, I'm ignoring this big pile. I decided just to do it in small sections. So I'm just going to deal with this section, and then this little section, and then I can do this section and that section, and then I'm going to call it a night for today. I'm just going to stop right here because I know it's almost 4 o'clock, so I've been doing this, it's almost 4. I've been doing this for quite a few hours, over 4 hours. I thought maybe 4 hours, but I guess I've been down here maybe almost 6 hours. I didn't quite realize it was like almost 4 o'clock. So I've been down here for about 6 hours doing this. And then in a little bit, when I get just this stuff here kind of finished, I am gonna stop for today, and I'll be back when I get this done. But I'm gonna stop for today in a little bit and get ready for Bible study. So I'll be back when I get these other last little bit of stuff in this side put away. Alright, so now it's almost 5:30, so I am going to stop now for tonight because I got to make supper and then go to Bible study. But I'm going to show you what I have accomplished, and it's like stuff, for a while I wasn't feeling like I was doing anything. I just felt like I was moving things from one box into another box, or moving the same box back and forth. But I'll just change my camera through so you can see. Now that is just all my day home stuff. What I decided to do was just pile all the day home tables and activity center things, because they are quite large pieces. And I thought if I just move them out of my way, then it kind of cuts down on the visual clutter, and I can really just see what I have. So right here, I said that's just my Christmas decor. I just stuck it there. I've got more dishes on the tables. That was just Christmas stuff. Back here, I just piled up those books that I have to take upstairs. That's going to take several loads each. I just don't feel like that many trips up and down the stairs right now tonight. So this is just more house glassware stuff. And then over here, this is the stuff I have to start doing tomorrow. But I can tell that, you know, I mean, I've put a dent in it because I can actually walk through here now. In fact, I was able to move this tub, because this tub was actually blocking the door. I was actually able to slide it up more so I can actually walk through here. So I know I've able to get a few things done. Now there was a couple tubs that I had that I was going to try to get through tonight. I just pushed them against the couch, and some of these small little ones, same thing. I decided I don't feel like dumping out containers with little things. I mean, I could, but I really have to get the big containers dealt with tomorrow. And I'll go here, look, I got this area, this corner here cleared out. There's nothing here. Same with this, I got this one cleared out. Same with here in this corner. I actually cleared all this stuff. It's all put away. It's either in the box to get donated, because I've got a couple tubs started for donations. So that's either in the tub for donation, if it was garbage, it's in the garbage, or it's been put away. Now this room here, I said I had those 7 foam chairs, and I just threw them in there, and then I found my kids' artwork. So I just kind of threw their artwork on top. So it looks like it's a big pile, but I know it's not that big because I know what's there. And then here is this room. So I did find one more blanket I got to take upstairs. I just stuck all the lids for all my containers right there. So now I know how many containers I'm supposed to have. So, and there's the number of lids. So I think that's how many containers I have. I'm not sure. I'll figure that one out as I go through and empty out those containers. And then here's all this stuff here. So I've got everything on the shelves, all organized. And like I said, I'm not putting any bins back in this room. The only thing that's going in this room are these little containers with all the art and craft supplies. That's just books, and then there's games and puzzles. And then way up there, I put my bin of my florals, my ribbons, and then all these rolling carts. So there's 4 rolling carts, and then there's 2 that don't roll, but I have them stacked. But like I said, these 6 drawers here are my stuff of my daughter's from her bedroom, so I don't even have to touch those. This little basket here is full of nothing but flashcards. I've got adding, subtracting, multiplying, division, spelling. That's adding. I've got paper money, you know, another spelling thing. So I mean, this is what I would buy for my kids. Oh, that's a crazy 8 game. Okay. That's 3-letter words. Those can be hard for little kids to do. See, I guess that goes in that box. See, cards are not in the box, but they have the elastic band, so they're not going to get lost. So that whole container is just various flashcards. And then I got all these bins, and now I can actually have access to these drawers, and I can open them. I'm not sorting through this. I told myself I'm not doing the bins. I'm not doing this yet. I know I said I was going to just save whatever art supplies I could fit upstairs, but I'm not doing that today. This week is just getting through these boxes and getting rid of stuff. If it can be donated, if it has to go in the garbage, recycling, whatever, but just to get through it. So that is all I have left to do. I've got some baking pans up there. I can see all my Christmas baking pans, so I got to go through those and decide what I'm going to keep or get rid of. And then just all these bins. And I said most of these bins were packed last year. I know, I can tell what's on top of them. So I will be just doing this tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to end today's video there, and just thank you so much to everybody who's watching my videos and subscribing to my channels, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye.